once again, I've only did videos live. If you've watched my old videos, I only do videos live. Back in the days, you could do a live video, but it wouldn't get to be. Back in the days, you could do a live video and it wouldn't be considered live because you just be pretty much doing the video into YouTube. So over the last 24 hours, I've done one video. It's a video that really touched me close to my soul because I'm getting older and people get older. And it's weird because when you get older, you lose the respect that you deserve. Almost dropped the phone on your fools. So I'm sitting here in the championship bar. We have all these obstacles in our way. And the number one way to get rid of obstacles is not to have them. I'm getting overweight. I'm going to be doing another video soon out of town. And 12 years ago, I did a video in Las Vegas called The Underbelly. In about 5 days, I'll be returning to the Underbelly. People, I'm fucked up, y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. My real viewers who've been with me for the last 12 years know the truth. This is not me. I got female breasts. I'm fucking fat now. But I'm only 200. Okay. Woo! That's not good if you picture yourself 297 pounds. I'm 197 pounds. I'm out of shape. I'm tired. Last week, I don't know what the situation was, but last week, it's like going to the doctor's office. Last week, there it goes. There it goes. Feels like my hands are swollen. I remember a guy once diagnosed somebody was going to die on a baseball game, remember? He said the guy had club fingers. Look at my finger. I'm breaking down, y'all. You know what? My true people, my true visitors, my true watchers. Wow. Damn. You know I lost my teeth and all that shit. My arm is fucked up. Both my arms got fucking torn fucking rotator cuffs in both arms. I'm fucked up, y'all. So, let's get back to the thing. Regardless of what your body feels like, what you're doing, how you're feeling, none of that. That's totally irrelevant. That's totally irrelevant. When you get old, your body changes. I was going through something last week and I called my ex-wife. All you haters out there, yes. My ex-wife is like an oxygen line. If I would have been you guys, I'd be homeless. My ex-wife does not have to do a goddamn thing for me because trust me, what little I do for her could not measure if you put that shit on a goddamn scale that would weigh air. My ex-wife is 97.9725% of the reason why I am still alive. To quote any ignorant man on the planet Earth, that bitch is God to me. Period. I don't give a fuck if she killed somebody in the middle of Times Square. I would do my best to prove her guilty. I mean, not guilty. I'm sorry. I was just tripping. But my ex-wife is the equivalent to air on Mars. So, anybody got anything negative to say about her can go find a volcano and suck on it until they fall into the top of it and burn to death. I give a fuck. My ex-wife is like an oxygen tank when you are 917,000 feet below ocean surface. Deeper than what anybody on land and in space can possibly do. I think about my ex-wife like this. What would I do if I cared about somebody so much that even if they failed, I'd rather isolate that idiot from the rest of the world than let them have him and them destroy him? I don't know. But if I had the power, and they say, if this world were mine, and all that shit, I wouldn't give shit to her. If this world was mine, I wouldn't give my ex-wife a goddamn thing in it. I would say, this world is mine, honey. Baby girl, please, whatever you do, make sure I do not fuck this off. That's the truth. This woman don't need me for anything. So the real man, I'm a old, not even. I've made statements about people who look like me. This person don't need me. This woman does not need me for a damn thing. When I had a viable job, I earned the taxes they took out her check. That's when I had the highest paying job of my life. I want you people out there to understand one goddamn thing. The highest paying job of my life only paid me the taxes that was taken out of my wife's check. Guess how much I was making? $5 an hour. We got together after that. My first job, I got paid $3.81 an hour. Wasn't that? $10 an hour. I was working $13 an hour at Darty Food Services, the maintenance supervisor for 7 McDonald's stores. Nope, 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 nope. I made $25 an hour for GMR marketing. I worked 37 hours a week. And I earned the taxes that's taken out of my wife's check. To a man, what the fuck does that do to you? Listen to what I'm saying. You're saying to yourself, this idiot is complaining about making $25 an hour. And it is the equivalent to the taxes taking out of his ex-wife's check. Let me throw another wrinkle in there for you ignorant, stupefied motherfucker. That was 12 years ago. 2018 right now. What? It's 2019? God damn, where I've been for a year. See? That's how old people get. They even cut a year off their life so they can live a year longer. Still 2018. I don't give a fuck what he just said. So, you figure, in all those years, what have I done to better my life? You try to get more jobs, you try to do more shit, and you try to do what you can. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody cares about your family. Nobody cares about what you go through. Nobody cares about your teeth being broken and you lose them. Everybody cares about what the fuck did you do for me now? How are you going to treat me? You go back to the NBA behind me. What is Kyrie going to do? What is KD going to do? Oh, Draymond's mad. I give a fuck about all those clowns. Who gives a shit about either team they play for? I'm the local guy. I'm always going to root for my team. Because I can't be traded. Like in a family. You can't be traded. You end up with the family members you got, and that's your squad. Nobody wants your uncle for their auntie. Nobody's going to trade family members to make their family better. But in life, when you're an old person, you've done this, you've done that. You wasn't man enough to face the challenge of being a father, or you wasn't woman enough to face the challenge of being a mother. And you go through all of this and that shit. And you know, people know me on my show, man. I don't break the rules. I don't drink, and I don't smoke on the show. That much. Americans self-medicate. They do cocaine. They smoke weed. They drink alcohol. All to hide from a reality. that things aren't always what you want them to be. I can talk in circles. Anybody watch the show? I talk in circles. I talk in riddles. This show's not about a friend. Show's not about me. Show's not about you. Show's not about how people feel about you. The show's about how people relate to things that relate to them. Americans eat shit. And the problem is, we're tired of it. We're tired of eating shit. We're tired of having our emotions. We're tired of having our feelings all twisted. I can't, text you because I'm off my phone right now, but I'm still going to talk to you because I feel you there. You're there. I see you. I know you're there. We can't always, talk about how we do. I see you, Ro. I see you. I know who this is. So now that somebody's online that I know, I'm going to change up for you. Sometimes those people before us, like our mothers and our fathers, they have a certain lifestyle. You know I'm talking to. I'm talking to the only person on here right now who understands why I'm doing this, what I do, the way I do this. And just recently, I called you, and a lot of our viewers understand what I did. Because when I was at the hospital with my mother, and I was dealing with my mother's situation, and my mother's situation went like this. My mother had a traumatic incident, and she had a heart attack and a stroke and all this, and they put her in a hospital, and she's sitting there, and we're getting our last minutes to speak to her. The elder children of hers made a decision to put the middle brother in charge. Because the middle brother had a longer relationship, because, like we was talking, all parents aren't the best parents, and the people we are born into are the people that we're just born into. And we gave our brother these powers over life and death. And people question, why would you do that? And my answer is this. The young people of this world have no opportunities anymore. All they know is what for them. And sometimes the people before are themselves misguided. And in trying to do the right thing, you balance things in a way to where there's right and wrong. And you say, what is the right thing to do? And we believe the right thing to do was to put the person in charge, not just at the closest and relative distance, the closest and relative new experiences. So what do you mean by new experiences? I got a message from my little sister. that crushed me because it was an indirect message. And it was, you haven't been around in 20 fucking years. How can you make a judgment on this situation? And I said to myself, this person is 999.99% correct. How the fuck can I make a judgment on this situation? Then I balanced everything in my brain because I'm not a fucking child. And the balance came to this. I cannot make this situation. I cannot make the judgment. It is not my judgment call to make because I am beyond the situation. What puts me beyond the situation? Because this person meant this, that, and this to me. She went through this, that, and this before she can even be an adult. I have no right to stop her from taking herself out of this place. And I will. You contact your siblings and you line them up. You shield those you love the most. You prop up those that you need to get the boost from. And you do your best you can to guide that person that you put in charge of the situation to your end goal, which is peace and forgiveness. Knowing that their situations are different than yours, you push that one person until you fail. Then you get drama, you get heat, you get pressure from all those who do not understand the overall situation. This person has suffered in this world beyond your comprehension and your belief because your mind is not big enough to understand what the fuck a 12-year-old girl can go through in a world where nobody gives a shit about what the fuck a child thinks. The little girl had no chance. Kamala Harris said she is busting schools and shit. Fuck a goddamn school when you got two goddamn fucking kids and you're 13 years old. Life in this situation is not made for the weak of mind. And you can't shake it. So when you tell a bunch of people that this is the last time they'll be able to speak to, you push buttons that you never know that you. after you move the land and the sea, and you get everything lined up, and then people tell you, you gave me the wrong information? You're wrong. And then, months later, you hear these exact same people talking about, I don't want her to suffer. Well, bitch, excuse my language, you show up, you nut up, you blow up, and nothing changes except your stance on the situation. I know I started this conversation talking about somebody else and, what they're dealing with in their family, but you don't want old people to suffer. And when you find yourself rolling up to that spot where your name is on the top of the list, you find yourself lining up for that suffering. My old friend's family, they jumped down his throat because of his history. A man not being there for his family because he was in prison. And in my mother's situation, you got a child trying to grow up, raising kids. No help because of the stigma of a child having sex, probably. No love from the so-called family members that claim they love her. Being disrespected by her sisters. Not all of them. Because I ain't going there. It don't work like that. She did the best she could. She's sitting in a vegetative state. A child thrown into this world with no goddamn respect or love because of older people before her. She shouldn't have to suffer. But getting back to my friend, who's a grown-ass man, who's about the damn same age as she is. Could have been there better for his kids. He wasn't. He has to go through some bullshit. What does that tell you about what you've done or what you haven't done for your family or your children? How you gonna live talking to your brothers and your sisters when you made a decision that you question yourself about? So, let me talk about what I'm proud of most proud of. I come from a culture where you're a loser till you're proving yourself. My son graduated from high school, the only black male in this whole school for 4 years. Only people he can relate to is a couple white folks and a couple gay dudes. Couple girls, couple stoners, all the so-called miscreants. Because of the exclusivity of his secular self. That's a regret of mine. I have a great son. But how would I feel if my son revisited all those times where I was probably drunk. Mind not 100%. All those stories I told him about, we having magical powers of senses and abilities of being able to read people and all this stuff. How'd you feel when, if your kid or your daughter or your son told you they don't give a damn about you no more? How'd you feel if your child told you to shut up when you had other people around you? This world we live in is so twisted and fucked that it makes no sense. All you can do is love somebody and expect somebody to love you back. But don't count on it. Because somewhere deep down inside of that person that you're expecting unconditional love from is a memory. A memory so painful that you can never get the love from them. That your whole entire life you seek. I know this was going to be a show that would touch me because I don't do shows like I used to. I used to do shows just like this, but they weren't called live shows. People say, why you cry? People don't cry. People have emotions. You might not love the people you're around. You might not even care about the people you work with. But you have to respect these people to the point to where if something happens to me now, at least they would say something. No. This world, a motherfucker don't give a fuck about you, rather if it's your daughter or your son. Selfishness has gone beyond family, belief, religion, love, or anything. The true people out here who are still real human beings give a fuck about what they say. But you encounter people nowadays that don't care about what they say. They don't know who they're talking to or what they're saying to those people. And if I was 2% of what I used to be when I was an evil person, there'd be 55,000 people probably dead right now. Seriously. I would blast motherfuckers for being stupid. But in the world we live in, I am perceived stupid. Somebody who wants to go to work, do the best for their family, I don't give a fuck what your sex is. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care what you do at your house. Because that's not my business. But we in a world where if you work with somebody say something negative about you, they all up in your business. Why you in my business? Why you care about my wife? Why you care about my son? You're not going to feed him. You're not going to clothe these people. So why you give a damn about what I got? And be mad, jealous, and even hateful if I have more than you? That is the problem we have in this country. It's not mothers and fathers not living up to expectations. It's just young people and younger people not looking at the expectations put on people with no way to meet those expectations. Children deserve 3 hot meals and a good schooling. They give you 3 hot meals in jail, and you can go to school if you want to. If that's all that America offers for Americans, and excuses why we should hate other people, while this black guy is this, while this white guy is that, while this Mexican is taking this, we need to look at each other. What are we doing for each other? How are we treating each other? What the hell is going on with the old people? Why you gotta be mad at your father who was never there for you when you don't know why mama told his ass to leave in the first place? Why is mama out there? Why is anybody out there? I got a brother. My brother's gay. But he won't tell me he's gay. He say he's bisexual. I know he's gay. You think I give a shit that my brother's gay? I don't want nobody to fuck with him. I don't want nobody to bother him. I live in a world where people don't give a fuck because today is Tuesday. Today is fucking Tuesday. I'm gonna fuck somebody up today. And they always try to find the weaker person. The gay guy's gotta be weak. The old black lady's gotta be weak. The old white woman with the purse has got to be weak. There's too many people preying on people. Not enough people loving people for who the fuck they are and what they can do. Can you imagine this? You got 35 million people who are not doing a damn thing. You have 15 gay people who are doing something. You got some bisexual people doing something. You got some lesbians. You got people that are different than you doing something. But you only find yourself finding a reason not to like these people because they're doing something that you don't agree with. If you put a whole bunch of gay and lesbians on the border and give them guns and they say, no more people coming in here, and the gays and lesbians start blasting at the immigrants coming over here, what would happen? Oh my God, they're patriots. But you still wouldn't want to give them their respect. It's like black people, just like other people. If you stop and take the color and the sex and all the bullshit away from people and just call people fucking people and think about people as people, and no person, no individual person wants to be treated like shit, regardless of what color they are, regardless of what race they are. Just think about it. There's no sex. There's no gay. There's no straight. There's no lesbian. There's no LGBTQ, HGKR. There's none of that. Just people. No black. No white. No Mexican. No nothing. Just people. There's no problem with me now. We're all the same sex. We're all the same color. We all make the same amount of money. We all do the same job. What's your problem with me now? My eyes are brown. I'm 5'7". I'm almost 200 pounds. He's obese. So now we're not racist anymore. Now we're no colors people no more. Now we all have to be a certain weight. A man should not weigh no more than 215 pounds if he is 6'9", and so on and so forth. Right? So then once that's established, what's next? You can't look at somebody sideways, but you can only look at them straight. If you get caught looking at someone sideways with your pupils going left or right while looking at one person, then what's next? Death? We're all equal now. What will separate us so we can kill each other? Let's think. Well, color doesn't matter anymore. Height doesn't matter anymore. What is the reason to kill someone now in this perfect world that we set up in the last 13 seconds? How about experience? So do you kill all the young people because they don't have any experience? Or do you kill all the old people because they have too much experience? What do we do? These fucking old people, they know too much. This one old guy says these people used to do this. And this other guy used to say people do this. What do we do? How do we handle this? What do you do? Well, we just kill everybody. Let the birds and the dogs and the animals figure out what this world could be like next. Because people can't get their shit together that people need so people can live. I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to like you. I don't have to be your friend. And I don't have to know you. The one thing I have to do is live with you. And if we have to live with each other, I don't want you to die. Who's going to look out after my place if my neighbor's gone? Because we're all the same. Because if we're all the same, the little small things that bother me, who's going to look out after me? Who's going to take care of me when I say things that are insensitive, that make other people unhappy? What is this? What are we? We can't be compassionate. We can't be respectful. What are we? What can we be? What is our goal? What is our end game? I don't know. I'll tell you a million things. There's fireworks going on. I can tell you a whole bunch of things about Independence Day. Because it's coming up soon. But what is independence? If you depend on everyone else to make sure that you have what you have now. I just spoke for 40 minutes on that last video. And I spoke for 45 in this one. And nothing has changed. Airplanes fly by right over my house. When Park falls off that plane, when Park falls off, what's going to happen? There'll be a, we're sorry. Me, my nephew, everybody in the house will be dead. They'll be sorry. A little small news flash, and that's it. What about all the other people who live next to an airport and they don't give a damn? What about all the other people who live where industry is there? People getting run over by trains and shit. What is it? Oh man, I'm pissing out here. You catch me pissing. Oh man, got me. I'm old. I pee long. The beer in the freezer. In the freezer. Go get some old English. So I'm all busted out on the video for peeing outside. Why you do me like that? This is live. Oh man, ain't no beer in there, man. Oh, look, my little brother trying to get me to call him. Go buy some beer. You want the card? All right, bring me one. Look. There you go. There you go, right there. Right there. Oh man, embarrassing. Live video, folks. Stop laughing. When you're 50, it takes you 35 minutes to pee, motherfucker. So, yeah, that's embarrassing. Oh, I still got beer left. People, get your shit together. This world is fucked. Nobody's gonna give you shit. Old, young, white, black, brown, green, purple, whatever the fuck color you think you are. And if you're a person over 40, get your shit together because they're coming for you. They're coming for old motherfuckers. Because old people in the future are less than Soylent Green. Look it up. I gotta go finish my piss, goddammit. I can't stop this video. I will call you, boy. You got my number. Crazy.